Hey guys, this is Ian doing the gun review of Left 4 Dead 2. The guns that you should use and should not use. Though not all the guns are bad, so you just gotta know the ones that are good and for the situation that you are in when you're facing the zombie horde. So to start off with, we'll start off with the guns that you already start out. Like you started like in the safe houses. You start out either with usually the double pistols. I think those are really good due to that you have a larger magazine. You have a faster rate of fire, actually, almost usually, because due to when you have the what's it called, the Magnum, it's almost it has a slower rate of fire, but has a great of penetration power and has a lot of stopping power as well. So it could either go either way, but I choose the double pistols due to that. One, it has more rounds you can do, and it's a little bit more accurate because you have the two double pistols going at the same time, so it's only on one trigger too. Going on to the other guns that we have, the submachine guns. You have the silenced submachine gun and the non-silenced submachine gun. These are both Uzis, I believe. They give a great rate of fire for a good beginning gun because you can do a nice spread, as you'd see. And it's really good for like if you're fighting a horde that comes really early when you're starting right next to your safe house. So it's a good ideal gun to have sometimes when you're starting out. Okay, moving on to shotguns. Good thing to have always is a shotgun. That a person in your group is always carrying a shotgun. It's great to have because one, it has a lot of power, and you can actually carry a little bit more rounds. Certain shotguns hold more than others. Like obviously the original Left 4 Dead shotgun right here. Then you have the new Chrome one, still 8 rounds still, but I think the Chrome is a little bit more weaker than the normal original one because it has a more stopping power, and then this one has a more penetrating power. So either way, they both work out. I choose the stopping power one, so you actually get the zombies down. They actually don't come back up. You don't have to put 2 shotgun shells in the guy. Okay, now that you've seen the 2 shotguns here, you can move on to the advanced weapons. Okay, we already know that the advanced weapons are the AK-47, the M16, the Desert Rifle, the Auto Shotgun, the other Spaz 12 here, and then you have the Deer Rifle, and then you have the military sniper rifle right here. Starting with the AK-47, very powerful, though it's not good for penetrating power, meaning that when you shoot somebody, it only stops that one person. It won't stop the next person past it. So it's good for taking down like tanks and witches, and anything that's really has a high damage or like what should I say, a high health, a health or whatever you call it, like a high health range, I guess. Moving on to the next weapon, you have the M16. Has a really good penetrating power, also a very good high rate of fire as well. Good for taking down large groups of zombies. Has a high also magazine as well. Though this is not good for, like I said, the tanks and the witches. I mean, you could use it if you had a large group, if everybody was using it, but though, usually one person, maybe 2 or 3 may be using it, so it is a good weapon for taking down the hordes. Though the AK-47 is more of a person who would use it as taking down the more, how would I say, the specials, yeah, taking down the specials more. So this is good for the hordes, this is good for the specials. Desert Rifle is more, I really don't use this as often. I mean, I really don't actually due to that 3-round burst. I mean, it's not really good for the hordes. It's probably good for the ones where, it's probably good for the zombies that are like scarce, like on Swamp Fever, or, what would I say, the Hard Rain, where the zombies are all spread apart, where you could take single bursts and take them all down, in one clip. This does have a high rate of, has a high clip, it actually has a 60-round clip. This has a 50-round clip in the M16, and it has a 40-round clip in the AK-47. So the Desert Rifle has the most bullets in one clip, though it is not really good for usage of hordes and stuff like that. So you have your 3 assault rifles here, and then they all have different purposes, though you have to know which the ones that you want to use for the right time of in the game. So there is a win-win situation there that you got to know what to do. Okay, now moving on to the better shotguns here that are the advanced shotguns, as you can tell. You have the auto shotgun here. Holds 10 rounds, very fast. Though when you have a shotgun here, it actually takes kind of a long time to reload it. So it does have a full auto action, just holding down the trigger, as you can see. It also gives a, I don't know, almost a better way of getting down the hordes. I think this gun actually has a better stopping power and a penetration power, so it actually gives you like that double feature. Though it is probably not the most accurate weapon, though you're probably not trying to shoot for a person away, really far away. You're trying to get the most out of the way, when you're especially if there's a horde coming at you, you could be in the corner over here and you could take out a bunch of them just like right here. So it could be a good gun and a bad gun sometimes, though I use this most often because usually the zombies are coming at you, so you don't really have to worry about aiming that much because they're just right there at you. Okay, Spaz 12. Spaz 12 is a more accurate shotgun. It actually has a tighter grouping when you shoot it, so you can actually shoot more zombies in a farther distance. Though it doesn't have a high damage count for the zombies, so it could be a good and bad gun for the zombie horde, but it does have a good penetration power, so it is a good weapon for the horde. Though either way, whichever tactical shotgun you use, it does get the job done. So both Spaz and the automatic shotgun are really good. Okay, moving on to the deer rifle or sniper rifles. Okay, the deer rifle is actually I look at it as a more takedown weapon. You can take down an enemy really quickly with it. You don't have to keep putting 2 or 3 in them, in a zombie to take the person down. Usually one actually just does it right there. Though if you have, the only problem with the deer rifle is that it has a small clip. You only have 15 rounds in there, and you may have maybe 100 zombies coming at you. So you have to be able to do some accurate shooting to conserve your ammo. It does not have actually a high penetration power either. It has a stopping power. Really, it has a high stopping power. So it's probably best using for, I'd probably say, scattered zombies, not for maybe hordes. It could be. It just depends on what kind of situation you're in. Definitely not, though, where you have to sit in an area and wait for something to open to the next door. It's definitely not a weapon for that, I can tell you that. Though it is good probably for the specials. It's probably good for that because it has the long range and it's able to has a stronger power to take down more stronger enemies. Now the military rifle has a larger clip, though it does lack in the stopping power, but it does have more penetration power. So you could take out more zombies in a maybe a larger grouping and have the bullets will keep going through the zombies into the next zombie, into the next zombie, and then they'll stop in another one. But you'll actually be able to take down more. So it's probably good for hordes, though I don't think it would be best to use in against specials. I don't think it'd be that really well I would say probably effective weapon. So to take down the specials or anything that's has a high damage, you have to do to a zombie, I'd probably use the deer rifle. If you have to take out large groups of zombies, I'd probably use the military sniper rifle. So after seeing all the weapons, you now know what to really expect. All the pistols, submachine guns, shotguns, all the good stuff. Now you know what to use actually. And let me know how you think of it, and rate, subscribe, and I'll do another video.